Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Quantum Break, where last time we discovered truly the greatest secret of it all, the hidden first act screenplay of Time Knife. A hilariously bad time travel script that for some reason graces the peripherals of Quantum Break's just random documents. There's more to it. It's not just Act 1, it's a whole story. But luckily, they're not going to dump that all in just one part. Otherwise, that would be a bit much. You also get, Time Knife is apparently written by in-character Bruce Livingston to Dr. Sophie Amaral. So she also gives her reaction to Time Knife as well. But, the idea that you can stab things to send them through time, or shoot things that send them through time, is already a bit ridiculous. Not to mention the fact that Bruce's best friend Slabo, his boots blew up, so I guess he has no feet. But he's still good. But then he got shot by the villain, by Paul Marine. A very, very, very poorly thought out replacement for Paul Serene. Oh no, everything's still loading. So, in theory, he was sent back through time because the bullets were, the future Time Knife, but melted down? Although maybe trying to find, make something sensible out of that screenplay is a bit much. But now that that is out of the way,
you okay out there?
Let us move on.
Shit.
From Martin Hatch to Clarice Agawa. Nothing changes, we move forward. The university fallout was a setback, but we can use these complications to our advantage. Hold on. Is there a thing that... Okay, so I guess there are no upgrades in this area. Oh, never mind. There is an upgrade in this area. Right here? Oh, there it is. Although I don't think I have enough chronons
Alright.
to really worry about upgrading much. Do I want increased threat detection and range of time vision? Or do I want more dodge focus? Or I can increase the radius of the time blast, which itself is pretty useful. And it only costs 2 more points. Alright, I'll do that.
It's locked. There's gotta be another way to get through here.
Also, for some reason, the barrels inside were vibrating. Oh yeah, I just have to shoot him.
Jesus! Close one.
That worked.
HQ, we just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line. Striker team,
Oh
take
my-
defensive positions around ground zero.
Roger.
Can I climb over this? I cannot climb over this. But I can restore it and then avoid the explosion. I wonder if they hear like a second explosion and they're like, what on earth is going on here? Also, I wonder if this is where I find the first of their time-powered bad guys.
I recognized Will's workshop as soon as I saw the old billboard on top.
The area we refer to as Ground Zero.
It was clear that the workshop was at the center of the Monarch operation. I wanted to see what was in there, and it seemed to be the only way to the dry docks and Serene.
Okay, which billboard is he referring to? Is he referring to the graffiti that says "Aw"?
Establishing a defensive perimeter around Ground Zero. An entire striker team for...
Oh, no, no, no.
Get behind it! Engage target! Move round! Son of a bitch!
Oh, thank you guys for just stepping out of cover and getting shot. I am perfectly fine with this.
Backup approaching green zone.
Oh.
Engaging target.
Where did that come from? Oh, from back there. Let's swap out to the shotgun. And then hit him with that. Oh, there's another one. How nice. Alright, there goes one shotgunner. And there goes two. And this also means I should have my shotgun ammo refilled. Well, let's swap that out to the assault rifle because I am running a little bit low. Wait.
Striker 1, we're experiencing signs of an incoming stutter.
Before that stutter hits.
Reload is compromised. Bearcat is en route with...
I wonder what the experience, like, how do they determine,
Gates locked! Ah, screw it! I'm coming through!
like, how do they determine if they are experiencing a stutter? Like, I can understand how, like, Jack Joyce might recognize a stutter because he can see the stutter happening. But, like, how do these guys recognize the presence of a stutter without some sort of frame of reference? Oh, here he is.
Paul developed technology for his men to move through stutters. He knew the fracture would occur, prepared for it. Holy shit. And he never tried to stop it.
And that is important. Okay, hold on. Where did they go? Oh, hello. But as it turns out, because they're prepared for the stutter, that means I cannot use my time abilities on them. Or can I? Nope. Like I can use the... dodge maneuver. Ooh, tactical SMG. Ah, and then once this guy's died, and he's been frozen in place. That is fantastic. All right.
Will never told you what he did in that workshop at Ground Zero?
No, never. He hid that part of his life from me. Nothing prepared me for the weirdness that was waiting there. And even that was just a prelude to the bad stuff that would follow in that same place later.
Absolutely no entry. I'm pretty sure that's more of a guideline than a rule.
Yeah, you don't really have to follow it. Also, I believe that was that the image of...
What the hell? What is this?
Was that the image of yourself in the future, then?
Hell. What is this? That already happened.
Like, I was gonna say, was that Paul Serene, but... Are you experiencing, like, multiple days simultaneously? That is pretty cool.
I specifically requested copper-clad niobium.
Well...
There's no words to describe it. Will was gone, but he was all around me. This entire secret life he'd never talked about, everything he tried to protect me from, it surrounded me. A puzzle, trapped in broken time.
Most definitely. Although it's convenient that the time is moving in a linear fashion.
Obsessing
Always
over some
forward.
failed experiment. That's what he led us to believe. What he built there, it never failed. It works.
Need my grant extended another year. Please, don't do this.
And that's the thing, like, what do they think he's building there? And most likely, once he's run out of money, that's when Paul Serene might have gotten involved. But then, if, like, the foundation of it couldn't have been raised on Monarch's money, because that means that it bases the entire progression of the time travel technology on the existence of a paradox. Is that...
I can survive this. You're the only other one who's seen what I've seen.
Don't.
Give me the device.
Alright.
Something went horribly wrong there,
Clearly.
but it was scrambled. It was impossible to crack.
Hold on. Riverport Rexes. And it's gone. I guess I cannot celebrate the Riverport Rexes anymore. Is that Liam being pulled in by Monarch? Alright, let's carry onward through
It
this.
was overwhelming. Every
Through this
question
mess
I
of
had was
time.
compounded by what I'd seen at that workshop. The events at the university were part of something much bigger. Something that had started 17 years ago.
And is that why Paul Serene was sent back 17 years in time?
Okay, dry dock. Get to the dry dock. I'm almost there. Gotta get to Paul.
Entering anomalous area. No trespassing. Oh, hold on. Is this outside? This is outside. The upgrade point is outside this place. Amy Ferrero is in the goddamn security station unsupervised. How do I know she's unsupervised? Because she's in the goddamn security station and she's digging through sensitive Monarch files and transferring them to a USB stick. No big deal, just, you know, all Monarch secrets. Yeah. Oh. Jeez, Charlie. Like, he doesn't... It feels like he doesn't really have much... Unfortunately for Charlie, he doesn't really have much going on as a character besides being the security douche who's trying to protect Monarch's interests. On that side, I guess? Oh, bad guys.
We got contact!
There was something wrong with Paul. Chronon syndrome. He'd had his powers much longer than me. What was the cause? Was I sick as well, or was it his time travel? I didn't know. It didn't make anything he'd done any less hateful.
Let's see. Paul's treatments have become increasingly ineffective, and I hypothesize that the onset of the fracture will increase the Chronon syndrome's rate of progression. And that's something that we kind of learned a little bit, just a little bit in the junction scene and the show, is that Paul Serene is sick. I don't exactly remember how close he is to dying, though. To Fiona Miller, R.E. Jack. William Joyce is dead. Our only shot at stopping this is Jack. My cover won't last much longer. Okay. So she expected, she was always on the underground. The Sudden Stop. The final Alex Casey novel by Alan Wake. This copy is signed by the author and dedicated to Emily Burke. I forget who Emily Burke was in that, in the Alan Wake franchise. Also, Alan Wake novel. That's the second reference so far. Okay, now I'm on the other side of this, so I can head over here and grab this upgrade point. Nope. There we go. From the elephant in the room. I should only have 1 point, so that's not really going to carry me that far. But, you know, it's
Yeah.
Was that an Alan Wake noise? Or was that a Night Springs noise?
What the hell happened to you?
There's no use fighting.
You killed him!
I'll explain when the time is right. You'll meet me tonight at the Monarch Gala.
Gala? Time's ending and you're having a fucking party.
Because when time ends, my plan...
We do this now. I'm not meeting you at...
Yes, you are. I've already seen it happen.
Seen what? What's this all for?
Goodbye, Jack.
No!
Liam Burke's status. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. I'm sure Liam Burke is going to be up to something. He'll be fine. Plus, there's there's still more TV shows left, so. Alright, so that is going to be outside the building. Also, these kinds of, like, quarantine areas, you don't really see too many of that in video game form. Now that I think about it. Like, aside from The Division, which the basic storyline is a virus having been spread. Like, it's interesting to have these kinds of environments. What up, fools? No boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know which way she swings. Why doesn't she put that on the internet? Doesn't she know that's what it's for? Oh my gosh. Oh, I've actually gotten almost all of the narrative objects for this level. Fantastic. I've ignored a few of those, but it is a lot of reading. Okay, that helicopter is a lot quieter than I would expect considering its vicinity. Yeah, it's Paul Serene.
Don't.
Oh yeah, I remember this from the E3 trailer. Like, it was the big, like, environmental destruction. Also, here's the thing. Does he do that because he knows he's going to see Jack later that night anyway? Does he stop his guard from just shooting him?
Shit. Gotta move. Come on.
Nope, not in that direction. Oh, alright.
Focus, Jack. Focus.
Alright. Oh, nope.
Stutters were getting bad. He's shifting back and forth without warning.
Yeah, probably not a good thing.
At the time, I didn't think it could get much worse.
But we both know it did.
That's gotta hurt.
Yep. So don't get crushed by it. That'll prevent it from hurting. There we go. And up again. Why do these crates seem like they're wavering? Oh, no. It's because they are about to be crushed by part of a boat.
Need to get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Jesus.
This is a
Couldn't a little closer.
This is basically just kind of like walking through an event that's just kind of like completing itself out on its own, but it is still very cool. A great use of the concept. And then we jump across. But I think, like I mentioned earlier, is this actually going to be used in a combat scenario? Like, are you going to actually have to fight in a...
Not again.
Like, the game has established the idea that the stutters Yep, there we go. Alright, there goes 2 guys. I probably should just switch guns. Let's heal up. Nope. You can please stand in one place, people, so that I can shoot you. And also, I think I'm running out of ammo with... Nope. Okay. And there's, I think, one more guy over this way. And he's just the regular guy. He's a regular time man. He doesn't get all the fancy armor and bonuses as these other guys.
I expected she was frozen somewhere up there, by the side of the dry dock.
Also, I was asking in regards to like the idea of the interaction between the stutters, the shifting environments, and combat, but that technically didn't really happen. It's more like the stutter and the shifting environment led as an opening to the combat scenario.
My exact words were don't do anything stupid.
I've never been a great listener.
Well, time's time.
I didn't exactly cause the boat to collapse. That was Paul Serene.
Then shoot me.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm taking the van.
You guys are not listening to me back there.
Ow.
You want to stop time from breaking down? You need my help. And thanks, by the way, for the +1 in the back seat. Starting to feel like goddamn babysitter.
Babysitter? You kidding me? I got good intel off that computer. Bitch.
My ride, my music. Deal with it.
But there is no music, because that option has been turned off. So imagine your favorite song. Imagine your favorite song, your song, playing in the background. That's her song, too. At least, just for a minute. You can pretend that other people like the same music that you like. Isn't that nice? Okay, now we're going to turn that music back off because we got video game and story to progress through. Okay, there we go.
What led you to the swimming hall?
Will said there was something important in his briefcase. All I found was a key with Bradbury swimming hall chain. Only lead we had. I guess this is it.
This building's been shut down for years.
Perfect place to hide something you don't want found.
And Amy is now stuck for the ride.
I think it's time you tell me what you know.
I know your brother built the one thing.
Why didn't you do this on the drive here?
To find it, and I know Monarch doesn't want us to.
And yet you're wearing their uniform.
I like the way their pants fit.
Yeah? I bet you like the paycheck, too.
Tried to create a cover to gather information. You've known about this for a few hours. I've been preparing for it for most of my life.
You weren't aware that William owned the place?
There's a lot I didn't know about Will.
The Bradbury
We need to find your
swimming
brother's
pool.
countermeasure. And fast. Things will get worse.
Will's key. Maybe it unlocks this. The key doesn't fit.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna find another way in.
Make it quick. I'll keep a lookout for unwanted company.
Although, for some reason, I don't expect this to be a action-packed scenario. Huh. Somebody came before me in order to attach all that graffiti. Interesting. Although that is, I think, the first sign that we have of the person who's been tossing the graffiti onto the walls. Because we've been seeing various graffiti depicting events that have already happened after they have happened.
Think I found a way in.
Yeah, this is only 5 Chronon upgrade points, so that's probably going to lead to this being a little bit of a shorter section.
What is it?
There were others.
Oh? So there are stutters here happening.
These stutters aren't going away.
Now, that's the question. How far is the effect of the stutters from Ground Zero? Is this affecting the entire world? Or is it just affecting this area? If it is only affecting this area, like, how does it present itself?
Hide away his personal items.
To the people around it? Do people around notice, like, there's something wrong with this town?
What the hell were you doing here, brother? Time travel experiments with rats?
Yes.
Okay, May 17th, 1998. This is William Joyce, and I'm about to conduct the first animal test of the machine prototype using my trusty pet mouse, Schrodinger, in order... Wait, he's gone. Shit. Come on, Schrodinger. Come to Willie. Come on, come on, come on. You're okay. You're alright. You're alright. Okay, finally, we're sending Schrodinger into the machine clockwise through the corridor, which will send him 5 minutes into the future, meaning he will re-emerge exactly 5 minutes after he enters the machine.
And there's the original prototype.
It has now been 3 minutes. No sign of Schrodinger. This is a very good sign. 2 minutes to go. Okay, so yeah, turns out he just kind of sat inside the corridor for 5 minutes, took a shit on the tubing. This reveals a very clear flaw in my test. My mouse is an idiot.
$12,000
machine is
moving bill.
warming up again. Should be able to
They
activate
must have hauled a lot more to this place than just some old boxes.
Yep.
Seconds. It's now clear the only quantifiable test will be travel to the past. The machine is now calibrated to send Schrodinger 5 minutes into the past, which means that he will now be traveling counterclockwise through the corridor, and when he comes out the other... Holy shit. Holy shit, it worked. This is clear proof that it's... what I'm now...
And that's kind of interesting that we're spending so much time listening to this prototype being described in its effect work. Because we already know it works.
You owned this place since 1999?
I put all your paperwork regarding the purchase of the Bradbury swimming pool in this folder. I know you'd lose track of documents otherwise. Your attorney and friend, Allison Cunningham, 1999.
No wonder you were always coming up with crazy shit.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
Hello, Riverport. Teresa Sedmak here, filling in for Bobby Radford. About to brighten your day. The victims wounded during a terrorist attack.
Anybody else? Oh, yeah. I have to go down the stairs and let these ladies in.
Working on it.
Like, here's the thing. If there was no luck, then nobody would be in here to listen to you.
All right, let's take a look around.
Nice work.
Oh, nope.
This note. Directed at me.
July 4th, 2010. Beth Wilder, I'm addressing this video to you.
Huh.
You told me to stay away from my workshop, but I couldn't just leave it there. I went back to get it, and the entire place is a disaster zone. The countermeasure, gone. Taken. Shit.
What the...
The safe, empty. I just need to know you have it, because if it falls into the wrong hands, its power is immeasurable. Our future, our entire lives depend on it. This can't all be for nothing. You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
2010. Holy shit.
What was that?
He recorded that for me in 2010?
Is this upstairs, or...?
He said the countermeasure's gone? It's not good. We need to figure this out. Let's keep looking.
I cannot find this upgrade point. I think it might be on a different floor than I'm at.
Help me push this out of the way. I need help moving this.
Alright. Coming right at you. And we'll go to the gents together.
Jack, your brother addressed that video to me, but I've never met him before in my life.
Well, it sounded like he thought you had his countermeasure.
Also, pretty much evidence that Beth
He
Wilder
said it was
travels
stolen
through
on
time
July
at some
4th,
point.
2010. Somebody took it.
Take that, filing cabinet, or whatever you're used
Hoping
for.
This place will help us figure out who. I'll give you the honor of pressing the button.
Alright, I will take the honor in just a second. For now, I'm going to see what is on the other side of this area. Ah. Nope. An upgrade point. Fantastic. I probably can upgrade something at this point, actually. Oh yeah, because I got 4 available. Do I want... Let's increase time vision. Because it does seem pretty useful. Knowing what's ahead of you, at the very least.
Is that?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a time machine.
Second time machine. This changes everything.
Although
If we
it
can get
definitely
this thing
doesn't seem
working,
to be
we don't
in
need that countermeasure. We can change everything.
better
What if we
shape.
stop the fracture from ever happening in the first place? We can go back to yesterday, undo everything in the past before it happens. Nobody dies. Paul doesn't go through the machine. Monarch never exists. I mean, the fracture never occurs.
Jack, wait.
Also, you don't seem to know exactly what caused the fracture to begin
I
with.
can go into the machine like Paul did at the university. I helped them set it up. Then we activate the core, put the corridor in place, and set the date. I can do it, Beth.
I'm not so sure we could do this without the countermeasure. But you're right. We'll need the machine.
Right. Let's start with the core.
The time has arrived is here.
saw
Everything
some
you
kind of
warned
visions of
me
this machine
about
in his workshop.
is about to come
Must
to
have hit him.
fruition. Please give me a sign that you're still out there.
Okay, core controls. Where are they?
So, he has known Beth Wilder for a while. There's the countermeasure schematics. The time machine schematics.
The corridor. It's key activated. Will's key. It says the time machine core needs to be reset.
Great. What the hell's it look like?
Imagine
Think.
something that is a core of an object. That's what it looks like.
Okay. Gotta figure out where to start. Where are the core controls? Will received a massive research grant in 1997. He'd successfully built the time machine by 1999. But the results scared him. He never told a soul.
So what scared him about his success? And also, how did he even convince somebody to,
Hey, Amy.
What is this?
I don't think you'd believe me.
In the past 2 hours, I've learned that Monarch is a secret paramilitary.
It's a time machine.
Okay. I'll compartmentalize that with everything else that shouldn't make sense.
We should help Jack find the core controls.
Anybody check out this map?
I can't activate the core till it's reset.
Alright. So we still need to find the core controls.
Need to find a way to reset the core first.
Hmm.
Hey, Jack. You might want to check out this monitor. None of these consoles even look like they're from the 21st century. Guy sure as hell knew how to make his life more complicated.
Well, it was made before the 21st century, so just barely.
Sure you know what you're doing there?
No clue. But I did help Paul set up the machine at the university.
Which then caused the fracture.
Look, Will knew the calculations were wrong. Hoping that means he knew what he was doing here.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to... Yeah, well, I know this isn't going to fix it because we still have several more acts
That's what we set up first.
of game to go through.
Countermeasure.
It is.
We'll see. It's still resetting. The core is reset. We need to activate it from the control booth.
The controls
Alright.
are up here, according to the monitor.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah, here goes nothing is never really a very scientific method of trusting your technology.
What was that?
It's fine.
We just created a black hole, that's all.
It worked. It actually worked. Okay, we activate the corridor next.
Okay, there's no way that thing should be exposed like that.
You are correct about this. The corridor is on that side.
You said Will built a countermeasure. What makes you so sure this isn't it? The time machine.
He said the countermeasure was stolen. But the machine is still here.
The logic is very conclusive.
Thank God.
Is that supposed to do that?
Yeah.
I like how rudimentary this time machine appears, especially in comparison to Paul Serene's future version.
That didn't sound good.
Fuck. Let's just hope it still works.
Alright, now we get to set the dates. I think he's going to try aiming for just before the fracture. But clearly, here's the thing. If
God damn it. I don't know.
If he's still expected to be at the gala.
Yeah, you are. You saw what happened. Something's wrong with the machine.
We don't know that.
You're not trained for this. Anything you do is gonna make it worse. You know
This
I'm
is
right.
very true. I agree with
You
Beth
lost
on
people.
everything she
You're
said.
angry. I get it. But this is bigger than us. We can't fix the machine. But I might know somebody who can. Sophia Amaral.
The Monarch scientist. I saw her video near Ground Zero.
Serene's head of Cronin Research. She'll be at the Monarch Gala tonight, but security's airtight. She'll be nearly impossible to get to.
Unless I have an invite. Paul told me he expected me to meet him at that party.
Something tells me that was not a friendly invitation. Jack.
Does this mean that he's going to be on the guest list? Or is he turning himself in? Okay. That is unexpected twist. All right. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.